A little janky, but 990's coming out. You know what that means. The alter ego of off-road DeeO is here. I'm really excited. We have Daddy DeeO here. We have the camper in the trailer, and we are going down to CORCS at Aguilar, Colorado for the Black Hills Sprint Enduro. So round 2 of the CORCS series. It's Saturday. We're going down there now. We're going to spend the night. That's why we have the camper van, and race on Sunday. So should be a good time. Hopefully that's good enough to look like a 990. We have the transponders, should be fine, but let's go and make a good day out of it. Good weekend out of it. Let's have some fun. We're coming up on the track down here outside of Aguilar, Colorado, and it is a working ranch, so there's literally cows on the road right now. But we had a nice drive down here. This was about 2 hours from the house. Daddy DeeO getting us here safely, much appreciated. But yeah, we're down here, I think I already said, for the CORCS, and it's also RMEC, which I did last year, the Bull Gulch Sprint Enduro. But this is another Sprint Enduro. So we'll talk more about it throughout the day and into tomorrow, but we're almost up to the pitch. You can see all the RVs up that way. So really excited for this weekend.
Do bleed on me?
Right across from the sign up. I don't know if that's good or bad, but here we are.
So we got the helmet. We have to check in. They scan that, make sure we're all good. So we're just gonna head over and get in line. This is a Sprint Enduro, so there's 2 tests, Test A and Test B, and we're gonna race each of them 4 times for a total of 8 tests. They add up your time, and then fastest time wins. So we're racing the clock tomorrow, but we're gonna go ahead, get in line, and get checked in. So of course you can't go on the bike and check out, but you can pre-run it on a mountain bike or walking. So I brought my mountain bike, and I'm gonna go ahead, I'm not gonna film it or anything, but I'm gonna go ahead and check out the tests ahead of time so I have somewhat of an idea of what we're looking at tomorrow. So go out there and hopefully not get rained on. It's raining some, but we're checking out the track. The course looks like it should be pretty good. So this is a pretty gnarly part. I'm pretty sure this is where Tyler from Applied Technology crashed. But you come in, the C loop goes around there. So AB comes right down here, and it's a pretty sizable little, it's not vertical, so it's not a drop, it's rollable, but down into this, and it's all just loose. So glad to know this is here. It's gorgeous out. The sun is shining, it's raining a bit, but it's making everything so tacky. Look at this, my front tire hardly will even roll through. It's just collecting on there, just all this dirt. But it's really tacky and should make for great racing if it stays this way, but it is not great on a mountain bike, I'll tell you that much. Look at this, it's so thick, my front tire will hardly roll. It's so hard to push. It's just grinding on the top of my mud guard, and even if you scrape it off, it comes right back. It's insane how sticky it is. I'm very glad I wore my mountain bike shoes because we just hit some mud through here. My tennis shoes would have been good for this, but down through the bottom of the second ravine, all muddy. All right, we just got back in. We did all of Test A. Test B is the longer one, but it's the fast and flowy one, so I'm not gonna go out there. It's like 5:37, so we're missing Supercross right now. We'll catch it for the main events, but yeah, it was good. It sucked on the mountain bike. Some of the hills were really steep. I showed you guys some clips from my phone, but we made it through, got to see it all. I can't remember it all, but at least I have somewhat of an idea for racing it tomorrow. So looking forward to that. And we're gonna find somewhere to watch the Supercross and heat up some spaghetti that I made for tonight and get ready for tomorrow.
All right, I'm at the top of the pits, just kind of giving you a little bit of a view of what the area that Daniel's going to be riding. The direction I'm aimed right now, which is more or less east, I think, is going to be the B loop. And of course, as we pan back around kind of to the southwest or whatever, the A loop is down there. Pretty cool.
Here's our setup. We got the spaghetti, and we got the race on my phone. Got my buddy Bailey out next to us, and just starting to sprinkle some. I think they were going to show these Supercross kind of on the side of someone's trailer. One guy invited me over to his, but he said if it started raining, he'd be not doing it. So we're just hanging out in here, but I'm glad we got to look at least one of the tests on the track and getting to watch some Supercross and hang out with Dad and eat some awesome spaghetti. So it really doesn't get much better. But yeah, excited for tomorrow. Riding the mountain bike. I wish I would have just walked through it. Would have been a lot easier going, but at least we got to see one of the tests. I'm a little bummed I didn't get to check the second test, but that's the fast and flowy one. So our first test might be a little slow as we learn it, but figured out each time because we, like I said, we get 4 shots at each test, no drop or anything, and we're just gonna have some fun with it. I talked to some guys while I was out there. One of them was the RMEC referee official, something like that. I think it was Rick, really nice guy. He gave me some tips on out here and some bike settings and stuff. So really excited for tomorrow. Got to shake out the nerves, but like Dad and I always say, we're just out here to have fun and yeah, ride with some buddies. I talked to Todd and Gavin and always have friends out here. So getting kind of long-winded, but we're gonna watch this, and then I don't really know what else I would show you guys tonight, but catch y'all probably in the morning.
All right, and when you come into the finish, they've got a gun and they're gonna hit you, okay? They're instructed to not get...
Good morning, guys. It is 8:15. We just went out for the riders meeting for the C group. Since we were already here and it was right outside the van, just went and listened and heard what they had to say, so we'd have some idea going in. But I have some buddies racing the C class, so gonna let it warm up a little bit more. It's like 35, something like that right now, but let it warm up, and then we'll go out there and watch some of their tests. After the rain last night, it's soaked in pretty good. The parking lot isn't too, or the road isn't too greasy or anything, so I think the test should be really good, and it'll probably be bone dry by the time that my race is up. But we did make some breakfast burritos. Dad already had his, so I'm gonna go ahead and heat one up and chow down on that. But slept pretty good. Excited to be out here and not have to drive today. So our race starts at 12:30, so we've got quite a bit of time until then. We'll just kick around and watch some other racing. So we didn't end up doing it yesterday because there was a long line and I wanted to get out on the mountain bike, but now we're gonna check in for our race, get our helmet scanned, and make sure we're good to go. All right, thank you. We've still got tons of time until our race. We've got like 3 hours, but just kind of getting everything situated just so we won't be in a rush. I don't think I have talked about it, maybe I have, but it's 2 tests. We do each test 4 times for a total of 8. We have 3 hours to complete it. Looking at the times last year, both tests amount out to about 10 minutes apiece. So we're looking at like 80 to 100 minutes of racing out there to be completed in 3 hours, and it's in chunks for the test, so should be good. But yeah, getting excited. Hopefully the clouds will break and it'll warm up. It's still pretty chilly, but it seems like everyone who's coming from the track has been saying it's really good out there, so should be awesome. 12:45 now, so we are getting ready. Our riders meeting's at noon, and then the race is immediately after, well, 12:30, but rather just be ready going into it. So getting all geared up here in the camper. I ate a little bit more of a breakfast burrito, had an apple, having some element water, and yeah, we're good to go. So getting a little bit of butterflies, a little bit nervous, but also really excited because it seemed like everyone in the C class this morning had a great time. So that's what we're looking to do, stay off the ground, have some nice clean tests, and see how we can stack up today. But let's have some fun with it. Just finished up with the riders meeting. We're gonna be putting in the earplugs and then heading up to start the test and get after it. Let's have some fun.
Now you've got me on.
Yeah, now I got you.
I to say something.
What?
I know, right?
Hey, you
Yeah,
guys
man, good to meet you. No, really, as long as I put it on and take it off, make sure to like fall.
All right, Daniel, and then behind him our good friend Dylan. They had a big snafu with the readers, and so we're getting a late start, but that's not going to hurt anything. It's all been taken care of. So here we go.
Woo, Chase Bryant! Woo!
Heck yeah. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, ride safe.
Darn it. Okay. Calm down.
guy doesn't want to get out of his way. He's done with it, and there's the end of the B loop.
Yep. That's 990. Just so you know, I know it's hard to tell.
It's okay. I got it.
Thank you.
How you feeling?
Tight.
Tight?
Yeah, my arms.
Forgot to pull this guy up.
Oh, you're good. Oh, nice catch.
Were you having problems with that guy at the very end?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was just behind him just a few corners, and I didn't know where the end of the test was, so I gave him a quick yelp, and then I passed him on that inside and didn't know the end was right there. We just finished up our first time on test B. That was fun. My arms are really pumped up. I was having trouble grabbing my front brake. Right off the bat, I got really loose right off the bat, just getting into it too hard. You know, there's no warm-up or practice, so I get on and I'm like, brop, and I almost crashed right away. I overshot one corner, stalled the bike, had to go through some bushes, but we passed 4 people, and I feel like we made some good time, and now we know it a little bit better for next time. But we're gonna get some water, go hit test A. Phew!
That was fast.
Yeah, that was good. Yo, me too.
You wanna go ahead?
Nah, we're good. Let me pass you.
Dude, I was arm pumping pretty
Yo,
hard.
dude, me too. That was tough.
Yeah. 5 seconds.
There's the end of loop A, which is this, of course, second loop.
Good.
Wow, I am so pumped up. We just finished test A, and they didn't do that second ravine that I was worried about was really muddy. They just didn't turn down it, so that was good. But man, I'm so pumped up. There's spots where I should be going twice as fast, and I'm like, I can't hang on. If I get going too fast, I'm gonna whiskey. I can't grab the brake, so I am crazy pumped up. But gonna get some water. I'm actually gonna ask Dad to rub out my arm some. There's a long line to get back on test B, so we can get in line. We'll have 20 minutes or something, but I'm glad to get through both of them, get an idea of what they are. but it's tough for sure, but also really fun.
10-second gap.
Got it, thank you.
All right, Daniel's getting ready to start his second B loop. There we go. Oh yeah! Woo, woo, woo!
Yep.
How'd that one go?
That was good. It was better than the first one through, but still tough.
Keep the GoPro on. Attach this night to me, Jack.
What?
Dude would not.
It just finished that one up. That was a smoother one. I don't know if it was faster, but it was smoother, so it probably was. The arms are still really feeling it, so get as much water as I can, but yeah, good run. Now we're 3 down, 5 to go, so we're gonna go and keep trucking through these. Keep doing IQ time. Oh yeah! Woo woo woo!
All right, that's about half the race, right?
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Yeah, it's hot. You can tell I'm sweating a ton. So I just came in here, topped off my, I'm still wearing my earplugs. Topped off my hydration pack, put some more element water in. And the very first test, as we were waiting to go, their transponder gun broke and they had to fix it. And so they're giving us 19 more minutes because we sat there for about 20 minutes before anyone could go. So we have a lot of time to make up for that. We're like halfway through like an hour and a half, and we've done half the test. So we got to get our butt in gear and get through the rest, but these lines are just killer. Having to wait in line, it's 2:15 right now. So we have until 3:30, but then they gave us 19 more minutes. It doesn't matter, but so we got to get back out there. I just grabbed some more water, drank my water bottle, maybe have one of my caffeine gummies, get back after it. But it's getting better each time. The arms are still very pumped up, but we're figuring it out more and trucking through pretty well. So fun stuff for sure though.
Yeah, buddy.
5, 4, 3,
Almost to the end of B loop right now. A.
Did B and then we went straight to A. Good runs, clean runs. So those were runs 5 and 6, and now we have our last two, 7 and 8. So we got Cody B here. And you having fun? Dude, it's a good time? This is a trip. Show him.
Flying card on a bike.
And check out Brian. Brian, how's it going?
Hey, Brian.
Awesome, yeah, great.
Let's just get the camera off of you, but having a lot of fun out here. We have this test one more time and then the other test one more time. So take a drink, recover the arms, and finish strong out here. We're sitting here to go for the next test, and I just want to give huge props to Daddy DeeO. He has been all over this place. I'll come around a corner, it feels like I'm 5 miles away, and he's out there with the camera. And I know he was huffing and puffing, so he is putting in the work. So Dad, thank you so much. But I know he's getting some cool angles because the Aztec Corks, all we had was the pit lane. So I appreciate Dad getting some extra footage out there for us. But the line's pretty short, so I think we're gonna hop in and knock this one out.
Yo.
The start of his last V-loop.
going. Woo! All right, here we are finishing up our last section. All right, woo! A little bit farther down is the finish line. We just finished up. That was tough. After the CORCS in the past, I've been like, yeah, let's go run another lap. No, I'm not, I don't want to. When I pulled off the track, I was like, I feel all right. And then I went to take off my helmet and I couldn't undo it. And my hand, like, it's already better, but it was just like locked like that. That was tough. Those are really fun, but successful day. I never hit the ground right off the bat. 1 second in, the very first test, I like overshot that corner and got kind of sketchy, and then I also blew a corner and went into the trees. And then I think the third test, I went through that first corner and I just like missed the berm. It's like you come off the grate and I was coming off too hot, and then you just go right into a corner, and I missed the very first corner of the test just in front of everyone. So really putting my cards out there, but I never got passed all day long, which I'm very proud of, and I never hit the ground. I think I only stalled the one time I went into the trees, so like that's part of why I'm pumped up, because I was on the clutch so hard. So who knows if I need a clutch, but I have one. I have a spare one at home regardless. But the old MX dirt bike carried us through this pretty well, and it was tough. It was whooped out. It was the track was really fun, but it was really hard. As we continued to ride, more and more rocks would start to come up more and more, like the top of this test, just rocky at the top, but you could also see all the churned up loam. You could smell it when you got to it, just like that fresh earth smell. I don't know, it was really cool, super fun. Since there was the delay at the very start, they extended the tests. It was supposed to be 3:30. That sign over there says 3:50. So we got about 15-20 minutes until they close that test, and then they'll round up all the scores, and we'll have to make sure that mine are right, because we did the 990, and of course they're doing the scans, but every time I came through, I heard them looking at the side and saying 991. So hopefully everything will be good. If they just go off the transponders, it should be fine, but we'll double check that and see everything netted out. But yeah, fun stuff out here, and I'm just taking a break, getting some more water, and then we'll change out. But happy to have made it through. I think we deserve this. We had bought some Jimmy John's beforehand. So Dad's got his JJ Gargantua, and I have my Italian nightclub, and we're just waiting. We can see the CORCS trailer from our spot. So probably burning the heck out of my neck with the sun, but it feels really, really good. And just waiting for them to post results, see how it shows, and then if I finished up top 3, fingers crossed, then we'll wait for the protest period, which is like 20-30 minutes, so that I can get my silly sticker or whatever. But yeah, just hanging out and then see how we finished out for the day. But yeah, it's gorgeous out here now. Obviously the sun broke through, it stopped raining a while ago. Let's flip around. Brian doesn't like to be on camera. Yeah. Bye, Brian. Caught him at the end there, but yeah, gorgeous day out here. Track was tough and rough, and glad I did it. It was a lot though. It's a fun time doing these Sprint Enduro. So checking with you guys when we find out where we finished up. So it is 5:13 now. We hung out waiting for results, but since they had issues with the transponder, it's something that they can't fix on site. So we waited around and don't get results. So that's a bit of a bummer, but just how it goes. So they said they'll post them online tomorrow. So I guess this video will be delayed until we know results, because I don't want to post it without us knowing how we did. So I'll throw that in, but now it's time to get on the road and head on home. So yeah, thanks for watching. And I guess when we find out results, I'll chime in and let y'all know. All right, guys, so it is Wednesday morning and the results got posted. They had to go back through and hand score everything. So CORCS, thank you so much for all the work y'all did. And we finished up second in our class. I am super pumped and proud of that. This event is CORCS and RMEC, which is Rocky Mountain Enduro Circuit, I think. And those guys are really fast. So they race their series, and they can also like cross and race both of them. So yeah, to
to finish second to someone in that series, I'm very proud of, very happy with. The winner, I'll have it up on the screen, but the winner ran a 1:12.53. I ran a 1:14.55, so 2 minutes behind him. And then third place was a 1:15.58, so I had them by a minute. But very happy with how that all went. And yeah, good event. I'm really, really happy with that second. I felt like I did good, and real glad the results show it. You can see the tests. My fastest test on B was my first one, the completely blind one, but the track got rougher, I got more tired, and my times got slower. And looking at all the times, it happened to a lot of people. Some people didn't, but probably 3/4 of us did get slower as the day went on, so at least I wasn't alone in that. But yeah, running the tires at 16 PSI because of all those rocks. We avoided any pinch flats or anything and made it through the day safe and with a good finish. So at the next CORCS, I'm sure they'll have the plaque and the sticker and stuff, so I can pick those up to put, you know, to show y'all, but we don't have them now, of course. But awesome event, awesome weekend. Huge shout out to Dad for helping out, of course, and great to meet up with so many buddies and have some fun on our dirt bikes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I know it was very, very, very long. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, and if you know you were ducking and weaving through some of that, I know I was watching it back. And leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Until next time, guys, as always, take it easy. If it's easy, take it twice. Talk to you later.
I'm invincible! You're a loony.